Alright, I am back and we will continue with our journey. I will probably halfway through this episode be muting myself because our dinners should be arriving sometime in the next 30 minutes. So, I also checked already. Unfortunately, I cannot teleport to the next area, so we will be running there. Looks like I'm going to save them again. You're welcome. That looks so nice. Oh. Ism, I have totally forgotten about you.
This Talus soldier will kill me! I was heading out to Sapphire Basin when this damn Talus soldier spotted me and dragged me in here. He says he's going to kill me. Please do something. Please help me.
Stop, this boy isn't who you think. Don't.
You saved me again. I don't know how to thank you. If you only knew what these Talus scum had done to my village. He knew he was outmatched and couldn't fight his way out. Those Talus thugs will say anything to save their skins. They like to act tough with their army, but you get one of them alone and they're cowards.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, damn. I'm going to be late. I'm sorry, but I'll tell you later. I promise. Thank you.
Hey, who are you? You can't just barge in here. Can't you see these people need rest? You have the Skyhaven badge. I am at your command. The Red Guard. I'm hardly a doctor, but her injuries are pretty severe. I'm trying to keep her comfortable, but there's little more I can do. Now, could you tell me why there is a dead Talus soldier in here?
Well, that's a very long story, but it has to do with Ism, who was an angry child.
A Brightstone Lin? He must be Mayor Taewo's delegate. If the Talus had taken him into custody, thank goodness you were able to save him. At least one thing went right today. But this Red Guard? She needs a doctor, and fast. Unfortunately, our only doctor has been kidnapped by the Black Ram. Han Yun-su was our only doctor. I doubt that the Black Ram knew he was a member of Skyhaven, but whatever their reason, they abducted him. We need Han Yun-su here. The Skyhaven Resistance has someone on the inside. I've tried to meet with him, but the Black Ram keep changing his shifts. If you can get your hands on the right schedule, we could find the right time to contact him and learn how to save the doctor.
Alright. Let's see if we can save the doctor. Ah. There's our food. Quick break.
mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, Lord. Olay, 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 Lord.
I had a woman dying from COVID confess something really heart-wrenching to me. She told me that when she was a teenager, she told her mother that one of the local black boys had touched her behind the grocery store. And in 1936 Louisiana, this was a very big deal. Not only was this boy lynched, but he was beaten, and his genitals were cut off. And then the family home was burned to the ground. And she watched it all happen. You want to know why? Because she saw that his sisters had prettier dresses than she did, and she just didn't like it. So she lied, and then it clicked. This same woman had been hallucinating for the past couple of days, saying that there was a black boy in her room watching her, would not stop staring at her, and she was scared shitless. She asked if she could be forgiven. I told her the only person who could forgive her was the boy she killed. Not sorry.
So y'all, this ain't wrong, okay? I used to work in an assisted living facility at night. Well, I go in one night, and the staff before me is like, oh yeah, we got a new admit today. Her name is, we'll call her Jean. Her name is Jean. You'll love her. She's so sweet. I meet Jean. Jean is super sweet. 1 o'clock in the morning rolls around. Old sweet Jean's strolling up the hallway, and she goes, hey. I said, hey, Jean. She said, do you have a butcher knife? No, I don't. Well, what do you need it for? Well, that's what I killed my husband with. Oh. Okay. No, we don't have those here. She said, oh. What do you need it for if he's already dead, honey? I don't like my roommate. We don't do that here. No.
So I worked in a nursing home for 2 years. And a lot of my patients had dementia and Parkinson's, so they actually confessed a lot of things to me. Things that made me terrified of being around them if they were not frail and fragile and old. But one lady that was so sweet, so kind, absolutely loved her. I'm putting her to bed one night, and she grabs my hand and she pulls me in. She goes, let me tell you something I've never told anyone. Let me tell you something that not many people know, but I trust you, so I'll tell you. I was a World War II spy, and I didn't know how to respond. I killed over 50, 60 men in about a week. There's a reason we were terrified when that woman found a knife a few months later.
Forgive the hair. I am not a nurse, nor do I pretend to be. However, I was speaking with an individual while scheduling his physical on the phone, and it got really personal really quickly. He was clearly stuck in quarantine, and he was tired of it. And he got a little emotional, and he spoke about his time overseas in the military as a paramedic, and all of the men that he helped fall asleep forever because he knew that they would not be able to make it to the helicopters or to the hospital tents, the MASH units. And he knew every one of their names and their ages and their families' names. And he carries it to this day with him. And I felt so awkward because I was like, okay, now we schedule your colonoscopy.
I waste all my time when I'm wasted.
One second, I gotta close my door. I had a man, right, who admitted how often he cheated on his wife and how often he hit his wife. So I said, I'm like, you know, it's okay to let some things die with you, right? I've had a woman who, she lived out in the country, and she was married 3 times. And each one of her husbands died. The first one was from like a stomach infection. The second one had a hunting accident. And the third one had a car accident. And she admitted that she actually murdered all of them. We had another one where, and I actually saw it in your comments, but I've heard this, a woman's first husband was incredibly abusive. And she actually gave me this advice. She's like, if you ever marry an abusive man, honey, you need to get a horse. And you need to make sure that your husband learns to ride the horse. Because horses are great covers for head injuries. What else? I had a woman who said her best friend came to her and said, you know, my husband's abusive. And she's like, don't worry, we got it. And they shot him in the back of the head, dismembered him, and then threw his body parts into different parts of the Mississippi River. And sometimes that's just a normal Tuesday for us to hear this stuff.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a thing that absolutely nobody talks about enough in nursing. If you work in a skilled nursing facility, then you know, as well as I do, that there's a lot of little ladies whose husbands died of mysterious circumstances. If you work on a memory unit, I know for a fact you have at least one story where an old lady with dementia was talking about how she poisoned her husband. A lot of little ladies have killed their husbands in like the 60s and 70s and got away with it, and like they get dementia and then they confess to it all and they're just not with it and they have no idea. It happens actually a bit more frequently than I think a lot of people realize, and we all just kind of brush it off and we're like, that's nice, Joanne, it's time for pudding cups.
Not only murder, but a lot of like old white people tend to want to confess a lot of racist crimes that they committed. I remember there was one police officer who was telling me that back in the 60s he solved the biggest crime in New York City, which was a jewelry theft at a hotel, and he was very proud of this, and he told me that he got promoted and everything. And then when I asked him, like, well, how'd you figure out who the assailant was, he goes, it was easy. It was the one black guy that was working there. I beat him up. I got him to confess. We never found the jewels, but I got my man. No, man, you blame the one black guy that got there. You got promoted. And you probably never even found the guy in the actual jewels. I hope that guy burns in hell.
What's the most fucked up thing that your parents told you as a kid that really hurt your feelings and is still stuck with you?
New items have arrived. Please check the Hongmoon store.
Alright, I'm back. I actually have already eaten. The food came faster than I expected. I kind of felt a little bit bad that we actually ordered today, because usually we're trying to avoid ordering on holidays. But my husband stayed up the entire night, and so we decided to just order food, because we don't really have anything here that we can just put in a microwave. Alright, all done. Back to the village. I actually just learned something. I didn't know you could salvage the shields, actually. That's interesting. I should try it.
You have the schedule. Good. Let me see it. I don't see his name listed for any shifts. Damn, I thought this might happen.
There is another option. We have a second contact, a pirate, who's looked the other way for us before. Only, I don't see his name here either. You know, something isn't right about that Talus soldier. Why was he more concerned with Ilsum than a uniformed Red Guard?
Yeah, you're probably right. No matter, back to the point. If Bumbach is no longer a guard, he's probably hanging around Wayfarer's Wharf. He's always loved fishing. Maybe he found a job doing that?
Well, haven't we heard that name? Bumbach?
Yes. Why? Do you know him?
Yes.
Make things easier. You see, even though he works for the Black Ram, he was never truly one of them. If you give him enough money, he'll talk. If he wants money, give him what he wants. If you can't bargain with the man well, I'll leave it up to you to do what you feel is necessary. But we need him to lead us to Dr. Han Yunsu. Listen, just do what you can to find the doctor, and quickly. This Red Guard needs our help.
Sure. I am on my way. Can I actually teleport there? No, I cannot. Well, unfortunate. I guess I have to kill them all. Well, hello, Bumbach. It's been a while. I'm glad you remember me.
me for Jadestone, do you? I only did what I did because the Black Ram had my family.
Stop lying.
And when I went to Do-chan and confessed, I told him everything, of course! Those bamboo jokes wouldn't take me back. Where else was I supposed to go but back to the Black Ram? I needed the money. Here. They're here somewhere. The kids are in Black Ram daycare, of course. Yes, we had to come here. I mean, Captain Gwon's ship wasn't a safe place to raise a family. What with that woman in black showing up and killing the whole crew?
Mm-hmm.
And now Captain Gwon's life is dangling by a thread. What's a man to do? My only friend in the world. Besides yourself, of course. But anyway, how are you? Han Soo. The doctor? Well, of course I know where he is. One such as I always has his ear to the ground, you know? Only my memory's a little fuzzy, if you get my meaning.
Yeah. And I have a sword.
No, of course it's urgent. It's just if I had some coin for some groceries.
Sword. Dude, sword.
Just wait right here. You can't blame me for this.
Really? Again.
I'm sorry. I've seen the error of my ways. I just don't want what's best for the little ones. Those chubby little rascals. I only joined the Black Ram in the first place so they would think I was cool. Of course. Wait, no. It was a kidnapping. Yes, that's right. West. Dr. Han Soo is west of here. No need to hit me again. You've jogged my memory enough for one lifetime. He's in the Black Ram Trove. Of course I'm telling the truth. The doctor is looking after Captain Gwon, who is horribly maimed. How could you believe I would lie about such a thing? I'm not a monster. Those East Fleet jerks wouldn't give back the doctor's medicine. It's not Gwon's fault we were attacked by that witch. Why are they punishing us? Warrior, you are as honorable as you are merciful. I know you won't let Captain Gwon die, but as for me, I've got to go, get some medicine for my cough from a different doctor, one who lives somewhere else.
Alright. To the south then. And we heard something very interesting, that the ship they went away with was basically destroyed by a lady in black. It does then beg the question if the one is more or less dead. Well, he isn't, but quite hurt. What happened to Namsu? And here we are. The wound is more serious than I thought. There he is, very hurt.
You don't look like much of a pirate. What brings you here? Ah, I see. I suppose I've been missing for some time. Thank you, but I am in no danger. I will go nowhere until this man is well. Another patient in peril. By the heavens, what's a man to do? You've got to help me, I beg you. It's life and death. Thank you. The first step is obtaining something to stem the bleeding. There is a flower stockpiled by the black ram known as still petal. In small amounts, it can slow one's heart. Next, I will need the medicine the black ram confiscated from me. The scout captain has divvied it out to his subordinates. There is one final thing. My tools. I cannot operate without them. These are likely in the possession of the scout captain himself. This man will not survive these lacerations without treatment. Whoever he was before today, he is now my patient. Please move quickly.
Gwon is probably one of my favorite characters, actually, in Blade and Soul. He has probably one of the most interesting story arcs, next to Yatsuyu. Not Yatsuyu, that's Final Fantasy XIV. Namsuyu. Alright, cool. Already got most of the stuff. Now I just need to find the captain. Alright, and the tools. Let's see. Yeah, Namsuyu and Vaughn have some of the interesting character arcs in the game, in my opinion. Same with Jin Suyan, actually. Where's that guy supposed to be? There you are. Well, let's go and save the pirate.
You've come back. Did you bring everything I asked? Wonderful. We must begin immediately. However, the nature of the wound makes the use of anesthetics impossible. He will be in a great deal of pain. It is a delicate operation, but it should not take long. Please do what you can to distract him from the surgery. Talk to him. Well, let's get started.
Heavens, they must have used a really big axe. Soju. Nam Soju.
It's you. I can't believe those East Fleet dogs just let you walk in here.
You don't look so good.
No kidding. That woman, no, that monster. She had to come and ruin everything.
Are you talking about Namsuyu?
Not Soyu. That damned woman in black. My whole crew.
Well, what happened?
It was a few days after the raid on Bamboo Village. We were just blowing off some...
Go on.
Bottoms up. Oh, what a day, huh?
Congratulations, boss! You're the luckiest groom in the world!
We weren't so bad out there. Huh.
Boss, why the long face? It's a happy day!
I got Soyu, but lost my brother. And the Black Ram was crushed at the hands of those bamboo guards. Humiliating.
Oh, right. But you know what? Your lady is so blindingly beautiful.
You're right. Drink up, you dogs!
Of course.
Huh? What's the matter? We're finally together. Not happy? What?
Lady Soyu, where are you going?
Let her go. Let's drink!
Of course, boss.
I almost die of boredom in Bamboo
And now I
Village.
have to put up with these filthy pirates.
My beauty can't be wasted in a place like this. This is so unfair.
Oh, over there!
More lovely ladies. You boys sure know how to spoil me. And they look like they know how to have fun. Huh?
We'll be taking this girl. Now why don't you just go huddle in a corner and no one will get hurt?
She plays hard to get. How did you boys know my type? Not yours?
Come with me.
Where?
The Imperial Palace.
Imperial Palace?
I will make you an empress.
Hey! Who do you think you are? I'll teach you to mess with my girl. Well, you can see for yourself what happened next.
Poor guy.
She went with that woman willingly.
But on the other hand, now we know we all have to go to the Imperial Palace.
Songwoo's message mentioned you. My name is Gwon, and I too am here to set the doctor free. I mean no disrespect. It's just that for all Songwoo knew, you were already dead. Anyway, I have a different task for you. An important official named Jung Hado will be arriving soon at Wayfarer's Wharf. He was in the Dominion capital of Zaiwei on Skyhaven business, but in light of the commander's disappearance, as you represent Skyhaven Commander, I would like you to meet with him. Please escort him out of harm's way in my stead. Thank you. I put this in your capable hands.
But they saved his life. Good luck, Gwon. Until we meet again. Ugh, I'm stuck here.
Hey, what's that? What? Someone's coming. Hey, who do you think you are? Get lost! Hey, I'm talking to you! It was a good day. Ignore my words, will you? Well, let's see if you could ignore this!
That's also an interesting character. The professional.
Impressive for a pirate. How dare you! We are the Black Ram! Huh. Is this all? Just die! Offended! He who knows not friend from foe is a poor soldier. You have my apologies, John. To raise a hand against one with such generous intent. Forgive my churlish. We invite trouble chatting idly while the enemy is about. Let us continue this elsewhere, shall we?
Can be quite the slow walker.
Just die! Take this!
shocked! You're no match for me! Die! Defend it!
Alright. We made it all the way.
Now that moths no longer rush to flame, we may speak freely. You do not carry yourself like the Skyhaven.
Why do you aid us?
You received the
Well, I
Skyhaven
was
badge
asked.
from someone named Shinhai. Curious. Nevertheless, your task remains
If you're still waiting.
Negotiations are still underway with the Snapjaw of the Sapphire Basin. Securing their allegiance is imperative for our victory
Over the Talos. That's kind of weird that it cuts off.
Travel to Engler's Watch and ask for a man named Bondu, our regional operative coordinator. He would know how best to put you to use. Though our paths now diverge, I count you among my dearest allies. The Resistance thanks you.
You are welcome. Alright. And we are done here. And it's time to move to the next area. And I think I make here a cut so that I can put the entire area into the next part. Alright, I will be right back.